Good morning, student. I welcome you all in the class of industrial chemistry. Friends, we already started the chapter number 4, soap and detergent. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the cleaning action of soap molecule and spreading and wetting action of soap molecule at the molecular level. Now, in this lecture, we'll start the classification of soap molecules. The soap molecules are or soap is classified on the basis of their final use. The classification is as below. The first class of soap is toilet soap. This type of soap is used for washing purpose, washing the hands, face or bathing purpose. Toilet soap are used higher quality of oils and fatty acid to give them a better quality soap. Sometimes perfumes and colors are also added for cosmetic purpose. It is usually made up of from the mixture of tallow and coconut oil in different ratios so that we get a different quality or properties of the soap molecule. The ratio of tallows and coconut oil is as 80-20. That means 80% tallows oil and 20% coconut oil. Then in second proportion is 90:10, that is 10% is coconut oil, 90% is tallows oil. So it is neutral and contain about 10 to 15% of water with small amount of perfumes and dyes. It may contain small amount of titanium dioxide as a whitening agent. This titanium dioxide also used in talcum powder also. So this titanium dioxide is used as additives for whitening purpose. So this is about toilet soap. So this soap is generally used for bathing purpose. Second soap is laundry soap. It is prepared from tallow, grease, palm oil. This soap includes washing soap powder, bars, chips, and spray dried soap powder. Water content varies from 5 to 10%. The additives includes sodium silicate, carbonate, phosphate, borate, and soda ash, anhydrous sodium carbonate. These soap are used for the washing the clothes, etc. So for laundry purpose, that's why this class of soap is called as laundry soap. So third class is transparent soap. This soap is generally used in moisture maintaining soap. That means this soap is generally used in winter season. Addition of alcohol, polyhydroxy alcohol, sugar and hot soap to inhibit the crystal growth during the cooling and yield a glassy transparent soap. It is referred as glycerin soap. Glycerin in this soap acts as a skin conditioner or it maintains a thin film of moisture on the skin so as to keep the skin smooth and flexible. This soap is generally used in the moisture maintaining situation. That means somebody has a dry skin. So this soap is also used as a medicated soap to maintain the moisture on the skin. Next is fourth class, that is medicated soap. So it is also a toilet soap. That means it will be used for washing purpose, bathing purpose, but it contains small quantity of antibacterial agent as additives like phenol, cresol, halogenated carbonyls and bis-hydroxyphenylalkene. These chemicals are used as antibacterial agent or antifungal agent properties. So these additives are added in the toilet soap. So we'll get the uh, medicated soap. This agent acts as antibacterial agent or antifungal agent. These agents are also mixed with soap during the manufacturing process or milling process. Next is saving soap. So saving soap means this soap having very slowly dried. That means saving soap contain a considerable proportion of potassium soda and excess of stearic acid. This combination gives slower drying of foam. So saving foam are formulated by a mixture of good quality tallows and coconut oils. Soap with a small quantity of castor oil also there, linolene and caustic potash also. Also added a small amount of paraffin oil, glycerin to maintain moisture conditioning, which are added during the milling process in order to improve the coloring and emollient property of the soap. Next class of the soap is liquid soap or shampoos. So that will be used in the liquid form. These soap are made up of with more soluble potassium triethanolamine or ammonia soap of coconut, olive oil, other low tighter oil. Liquid soap is generally prepared by a coconut oil, caustic potash, borax, glycerin or sugar and water, etc. And last class of the soap is non-alkali metal soap. That means in this soap the alkali metal is not used for the neutralization or saponification reaction. Other than alkali metal also react with the fatty acid and we use heavy metal salt of fatty acid. Non-alkali metal salt of fatty acids is called as non-alkali metal soap. So other metals such as calcium, lead, zinc, magnesium, aluminum, cobalt also form a soap with a fatty acid. That means zinc hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide are used for the saponification reaction with fatty acid. The solubility of this soap in water is very small because this metal salt will not soluble in the water as compared to that alkali metal soap. Alkali metal easily soluble in water, it is potassium, sodium, lithium, etc. These soap are employed for the waterproofing textile and wall as a lubricant. Lead stearate are used as a plaster in surgery. Zinc and magnesium stearate are used in face powder and ointment. Lithium stearate is used a component of greases. That means these non-alkali metals have different applications in different areas. So these are the classes of the different soap or classification of soap. So next point will be the detergent. It is a best substituent for the soap is the detergent because soap molecule will fail in their performance in hard water. So it will be form precipitate and it will not show the cleaning action in the hard water. So for that purpose a new molecule, that is we can say detergent, is working as a good cleaning action in hard water as well as soft water also. So soap molecule have some limitation in hard water. So for that purpose a detergent, that means new synthetic molecule will come into the picture and it will shows a good property in both soft water as well as hard water. Let us see. A detergent is an effective cleaning product because it contains one or more surfactant or surface active molecule. Because their chemical makeup, the surfactant used in detergent can be engineered to perform well under the variety of conditions, such as surfactants are less sensitive than soap to the hardness of water. That means it will work well in both soft as well as hard water. One big advantage of detergent over soap is that they can work in any condition. They can work normal as well as hard water. They do not form a scum in hard water. Some detergents are even able to work in icy cool water. That means at a very low temperature also detergent is working as a cleaning agent. Detergent were developed in response to the shortage of animal and vegetable fats and oil during the World War First and World War Second. In addition, a substance that has resist to hard water was needed to make a cleaning more effective. At that time, a petroleum was found to be a plentiful sources for the manufacture of these surface active molecule or surfactant. Today, detergent surfactant are made up from variety of petrochemical chemical sources. So, these are the advantages of detergent molecule over the soap molecule. So, let us see the principal groups in synthetic detergent. Detergent have two distinct parts in their molecule, similar as soap. First part is polar hydrophilic or water loving group. Second is non-polar hydrophobic part, we call as water hating group. The polar hydrophilic group is generally introduced synthetically to the hydrophobic group so as to produce a compound that is soluble in water. For example, lauryl alcohol, or we can say dodecanol, that means C12H24 C12H25OH, that is dodecanol, that is long chain alcohol. It is hydrophobic in nature. It is practically insoluble in water. But if we react sulfuric acid with dodecanol to produce dodecyl sulfate, so molecular formula is C12H25OSO3H, that means dodecyl sulfate, which is miscible in water to form emulsion. Its alkali salt acts as a good detergent. That means this dodecyl sulfate is react with sodium hydroxide, so it will be formed sodium salt of dodecyl sulfate, shortly we called as SDS, sodium dodecyl sulfate. So this is one of the anionic surface active agent or detergent. So sodium dodecyl sulfate, it is easily soluble in water. Second example is a dodecyl bromide, C12H25Br, that means long chain alkyl halide. It is hydrophobic in nature. It is also practically insoluble in water. But if we convert it as ammonium salt by the action of ammonium hydroxide or amine with alkyl halide, which gives a soluble salt of ammonium salt of higher alkyl group, and it will be shows emulsion or it is acts as a surface active agent. So reaction is C12H25Br, that is dodecyl bromide, react with trimethylamine, that is tertiary amine. So here quaternization reaction is taking place. This reaction takes more than 48 hours. Then we get the salt, that is C12H25N plus CS3 thrice Br, that means trimethyl ammonium bromide quaternary salt will be get, and shortly we called as DTAM, that is dodecyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. So this is about this is also called as cationic surface active agent, which is also used as a detergent. Here we stop the lecture. In next lecture we will see the additives and builders are used in for the detergent or soap and their applications. Thank you.